Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Unless you guys have probably been living under a mountain for the past 2 to 3 years, you guys must have noticed the recent increase in people watching anime over here in the United States. You guys may have seen it on Hulu with your recommendations, or Netflix with your recommendations, or maybe a few of your friends hit you up and said, hey, let's watch some One Piece or Bleach or Naruto or something along those lines. Point is, anime has been booming in the United States over the past 2 to 3 years ever since COVID started and all of our American cartoons started ending. So first, a little background on the American cartoon industry and how everything went. Back between the years 2000 to 2015, American cartoons were running wild. We had many broadcasters making shows like Nickelodeon, Disney, Cartoon Network, Boomerang, many more. I just can't name them all in this one video, so I haven't seen them all for myself back in when I used to be watching cartoons on cable TV. So with that said, as years started going on, those cartoon makers like Cartoon Network and such, they started lacking behind. They started lacking behind on their shows. They started ending off shows, maybe because of poor ratings, or maybe writers just wanting to end the shows off. Like for example, Adventure Time and Regular Show, those shows ended maybe 4 or 5 years ago due to the fact that there was no more storyline. With that said, those shows like Adventure Time and Wizard World Gumball and many more, they started ending off one by one, either dying off or maybe shows came in to replace them, maybe like Clarence, which wasn't honestly all that bad. Or maybe these shows were getting sequels, like how Steven Universe got a sequel a few years later and it wasn't as good as people expected it to be. So the point is, with all this said, is that the American cartoon industry, started to slow down, started almost dying almost. Maybe from outside sources like Netflix and Hulu started making their own original series, which aren't all that good, to be honest. Like, who wants to sit there watching some random person that's probably in their 40s playing an 18-year-old as soon as they get back from work or school? But come on now, it's not entertaining. We needed shows that are animated, funny, targeting real world events, making fun of those real world events to all give us a good giggle and laugh after the hard days, work at school or a job or whatever. So the point is, with the American cartoon industry dying down, people didn't want to start watching these live action shows, maybe Grey's Anatomy or something like that. So people started going to maybe shows like Naruto, Dragon Ball Super, Bleach, or maybe if you wanted like a slice of life anime, maybe Kaguya-sama Love is War, or Don't You Know I'm Sakamoto, just so they could have some good action TV shows that weren't real life people. Like, I know many people like myself, they like animation shows. I used to get up, watch some Pokemon on Saturdays, have some fun, maybe put it on CW Baltimore, watch some Dragon Ball Z, which is an anime, but just for example, many people wanted animated shows. So then as people started getting less and less cable, I presume that these show makers like Disney, Nickelodeon, and Cartoon Network stopped putting as much effort into their cartoons. So then there was just a rapid decline from there. So then people start switching over to animes just to get a good laugh in. And then as soon as they got into those animes like Naruto, Bleach, and Dragon Ball Super, as I mentioned earlier, maybe they went on to shows like Love is War, as I also said earlier. And then from there, they just kept watching anime on sites like Crunchyroll or Funimation or something along those lines. So then those people who started getting into more and more anime, like maybe they got into Dr. Stone, that helped them get into shows about alchemy. Maybe they watched some Full Metal Alchemist after that. Or maybe they just watched a short movie like Fist of the North Star. They're like, hey, I really like this. So then maybe they went on to Black Clover or something like that. So the point is, as American cartoons died down, people moved to anime. And from anime, they stuck there, because they found out there's so much variety in animes. Because I know many people myself, they only thought there was animes like Naruto, Dragon Ball Super, they were all fighting animes, but then as maybe they watched a few episodes of those fighting animes, something came up in their Crunchyroll recommendation, so then they went on to a show maybe like maybe My Hero Academia, which is a fighting anime, but it's also something slice of life-ish, so then it started getting people more and more interested, so then they kept diving in deeper, until they reached shows like maybe My Dress Up Darling, which came out recently and has seen massive popularity over here in the States. So then with all that said, anime has just become so popular over here in the United States and pretty much Canada too,
those days are done.
just due to the fact to American cartoon channels having the room to start slacking around due to the fact that not many people have cable anymore. And I know Disney Plus came out like 2 years ago to help deal with that, but still, not many people will have it. So there's not much pressure on American cartoon makers to make good cartoons like they used to do back in the day. So with all that said, the anime industry has pretty much started booming in America due to the fact that the cartoon industry from Disney, Nickelodeon, and Cartoon Network started slacking around. It started falling downhill as soon as people switched to streaming services, and that's the main reason why anime is booming so much right now. Anime is so much easier to find online compared to cartoons like regular show. So yeah, if you guys like this video, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks for hanging around to the end. Have an awesome day. Shebang.
Wait, them bodies is sure to have loot on them. Would be a shame to let it all go to waste.
Are you mad?